To many foreigners, Hong Kong, one of the main international economy centers in Asia, social issues feel unexpected in this developed city. However, behind the developed image of the city, racism is a looming problem. To understand the issue, you must first understand the meaning of racism. Oxford defines it as prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior.
8% of Hong Kong's total population, which is around 580,000 residents, consists of ethnic minorities. Out of the 8%, 90% of them are non-white. The majority are Filipinos and Indonesians, constituting 31.5% and 26.2% respectively, followed by South Asians who make up 14.5%. A survey conducted by local university revealed that 6 in 10 Hong Kongers believe there is a prejudice against this group. In the past 5 years, the Equal Opportunities Commission received a total of 397 complaints lodged under the Race Discrimination Ordinance, comprising 57 employment-related and 340 non-employment-related cases.
Hong Kong's population consists of about 2,000 Africans, and according to the Locks Association, almost half of those people live in Yuen Long, the largest African community in Hong Kong. The area is favored by Africans because of its relatively low cost of living and the high amount of job opportunities on the second-hand goods market. Locke says that the community is highly discriminated against, saying they fear a rise in crimes if the center is located here. Locke also feels that every time our association wants to do something, we are chased away like stray dogs, and that we Africans here want to be together, but some people don't want to give us that chance.
Racial slurs and stereotypes are also common in Hong Kong. Some locals will go as far as to openly criticize or insult other races, and do not show any remorse behavior. People from India and Pakistan, for instance, are often called acha, a derogatory term similar to the word guaylo, used to describe Caucasians, and blacks are referred as black ghosts in Cantonese. Because of this, many foreigners lack a sense of belonging. The same number of most of the large population that is mainly ethnically Chinese encourage discrimination against them. Some learn from an early age to be careful about interacting with their peers from different backgrounds. South Asian children who look different or have different to Chinese kids might face bullying in school.
In a survey by the Washington Post, Hong Kong is one of the most racist places in the world, with 71.8% of locals preferring not to live next to a person of a different race. The survey interviewed 1,252 people, which is equal to around 0.02% of the population. The results showed that the majority would rather live next to drug addicts and people with criminal records, rather than live with people of a different race.
Indonesian helpers are often thieves. Sorry, we cannot accommodate Africans. We don't rent to Pakistanis. These might sound like shocking statement, but in social media campaign by the Hong Kong Charity Result Foundation that aims to show the struggles of minorities in Hong Kong. This is the reality they live with every day. Arista Devi describes the problem of racism as being both widespread and deeply ingrained in the Hong Kong society. She said that shop staff treat Hong Kong people and perhaps Westerners very nice. Devi says they ask, "How may I help you?" They smile. This is not the case, she said. For Indonesian helpers, they look down on us and say, "You have no money." Devi's friend Hai Kocho is also Indonesian and recounts an experience in which she was shopping with others in a small jewelry store in Mong Kok when the shop owner abruptly stopped them. She thought I could understand Cantonese and said to her colleagues, "Check their bags." Indonesian helpers are often thieves. Kochi recalls they made me empty my bag on the floor. Devi and Kochi both say this sort of treatment at the hands of shop staff and customer service personnel is routine.
To better understand this problem, we took interviewing foreigners in Central, one of the most bustling areas of the city. We asked them about their ideas of racism in Hong Kong and their personal experiences.
I'm from Mexico.
Where are you from? Where are you guys?
We're from South Africa.
So you're from Russia.
Yep.
France.
Well, I mean, we've had one transit before, but we didn't have enough time to go out the airport. And this is the first time that we're actually in the city.
This is my first.
First time here.
No, the second time for me and the first time for
See, I suppose that's difficult, because I mean, like, we came from Vietnam, and I think some people thought we were American, and then with the war and all of that. But I don't think too much in Hong Kong.
Well, I come from a kind of racist country, and I feel it's similar. And here you have lots of cultures, lots of people from everywhere, and I think it's not an issue that we can spotlight right away, but I think it's there. So I would say 5. Like, it's there, but it can be like better.
I love it. 1 to 10.
Not very serious.
So like maybe like 3, 5.
3, yeah.
I think they've been pretty good, I mean, obviously some of the police and stuff, or like the security at the airport, is not so friendly, but I think that's just part of their job, but everyone else is good.
Some good, some not good.
So around like on a scale of around like 5.
8. Yeah, most of them really good.
Again, 1 to 10?
Yeah.
9. So,
I think Americans.
Okay.
Sure.
In your opinion, just from what you've seen, do you think the race of someone would affect how the locals feel?
Yes. Oh no. Well, yeah.
Americans, probably.
Yeah, when they don't speak English, well,
I wouldn't think a lot, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think much. I don't think it would be like that big.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 5.
So far, so good. Let's say 9. Yeah, 3, let's say.
The majority of the residents and visitors included saw racism as an issue, but not a particularly dominant one, but all of them recognize it as an existing issue, especially towards darker-skinned people. To many, Hong Kong seems to be free of high levels of discrimination, being a developed and modern city. However, although racist acts are less extreme, they still exist, just more subtly. Seeing parents push their children away from darker-skinned people and avoiding sitting next to them on public transport, throwing glares of disgust or fear at them, muttering racist slurs under their breath. These are all common sights in Hong Kong. The seriousness of this situation is simply overshadowed by the more glamorous aspects of Hong Kong, making it an issue that is less talked about.
Although Hong Kong is perceived to be a modern and developed city, there are many social issues such as racism that are rarely discussed, which makes it seem like a small and unimportant issue when in reality it is not. The subtle discrimination is affecting the lives of many citizens in Hong Kong every day, and we need to shine a light on this issue and the graveness of it.